What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in here. We're continuing on our stream today with a second movie-related car set. So we've just got done building this here 1989 Batmobile. Very cool. And yeah, we've rolled on our set dice here. We've got the one of our sets that we've been waiting to build the longest here. Let me just update this stream info real quick. Nissan Skyline set from Too Fast, Too Furious. Very cool. So this is our second Fast and the Furious Speed Champion set. We've already built Dom's Charger, and yeah, after like a year of waiting, we are finally in on the Nissan Skyline here. So a quick little glance at what we've got coming up in the pipeline here from the sets we have in our backlog. And yeah, I think we're gonna have enough time to finish this up today. I'm gonna try not to like rush, because I feel like that's pretty antithetical to the chill vibes that we normally try to cultivate on the channel here. But I have been keeping an eye on my phone because our delivery driver at work. Whoa, baby! I just launched that sucker. 1 second. The delivery driver that was supposed to be working this morning at the pizza shop called in sick, so we've currently got deliveries off, but I told them I'd be ready to go a little earlier than my shift would normally start here. So 2:45 at local time, an hour and 15 minutes from now. So we're gonna need to move through this, but I believe we can get it done here. I think this is going to be no problem. I really don't want to split up the YouTube video into two chunks for something so small, but it's fine. We got this. We got this. Absolutely no problem here. Got some trays. Let's organize our pieces here. So it's been ages since I've seen Too Fast, Too Furious. When I go for a Fast and the Furious movie, these days, typically I'm wanting to watch from like 4 to 7, 5 to 7. I think it's kind of the sweet spot of when they really hit their stride. These early ones are much more grounded, but I really enjoy the later era ones when they get, you know, starting with about 5 or so, you get into the era where they're pretty much just superheroes whose power is cars. Good. Cars good. Yeah, here we got Paul Walker, R.I.P. to this performer. Nice loose-fitting t-shirt there. He's got his little baggy t-shirt lines. Said forget about it, cuh. Alright. So we'll finally be able to get him up on the shelf with Dom here. This will be fun. Yeah, I came to the Fast and Furious series pretty late. I definitely wrote off this series as being dumb and silly when I was like, you know, in my early to mid 20s, kind of the era that I think a lot of people find themselves thinking they're too good for stuff, you know. And yeah, I didn't really have any interest in checking these out. And then I was turned on to the series later by my friend Sean, after him insisting, like, no, they're dumb in a fun way. And I was like, okay, I mean, I do like, I do enjoy things that I would describe as fun in a dumb way, and boy, they're pretty silly, but as far as like big action movies go, yeah, they really do fit the bill. I mean, they're a pretty good time, so I have enjoyed them greatly. I'm starting to get a little worried that Fast 11 is not going to come to fruition. Fast 10, it feels like came out a long time ago now. And as far as I know, they're still not in production for the follow-up, and it really like ends on a cliffhanger, a damn hanger. So it's a little worrisome that it's been so long without any update on that. But I don't know. Maybe there has been an update. I don't necessarily keep up with the news super closely as it relates to Fast and the Furious stuff. KP, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, we're at it on a Saturday today, so having a good time here. Yeah, not too much. We're just hanging out, you know, building some Legos and stuff. My schedule got changed up a little bit this week because the AGM has family members visiting from the St. Louis area, and where are these? Shake it off. Yeah, we've been at it for like an hour and a half now. Oh, okay, here they are. It's like a clear smoky thing. But yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping in to say hi. We're still got a little ways to go. Normally we only stream for 2 hours, but I think we're gonna have time to squeeze this set in before I've got to go into work. So we're gonna try to knock this one out here. But yeah, my schedule's a little different this week, so yeah, I'm happy to see you too. I'm glad. You know, I wish I got the opportunity to do this schedule a little bit more frequently, honestly, because it's definitely, I know, more convenient. You know, that noon on a Friday does exclude a lot of potential viewers for me, but you know, it's where it works with my schedule. You gotta make it work. But yeah, definitely cool. How's everything going up in your part of the Midwest there? I hope everything's treating you well. It's been a long time since we've got the chance to talk. I hope work is going better and everything. Let's see here. Yeah, things are going. You know, look, sometimes that's about all you can hope for. Well, hey, at least you survived. You know, I mean, there's always a worse version of it. Even though, oh my gosh, I know sometimes it feels like it could not possibly be any worse than it is. yeah, printed wheel well piece. Sick. And now you're in your weekend, so that's good. Hopefully you've got a relaxing weekend plan and you can get some energy back before you go back into the next work week there. These printed wheel wells are sweet. That. Hey, that's really great, KP. I'm glad you at least have the opportunity to do that. I know, like, it's such a brutal feeling when you get done with like a super crazy week at work and then you're like, okay, well, I'm really behind on chores and I'm really behind on, you know, maybe a social obligation or whatever. It just sucks when it's like you get done at work and you're like, all right, right back to a slightly different kind of grind. So I'm glad you at least have some time to do nothing and catch up on some energy there. Yeah, well, prioritize rest because yeah. Ooh, 52. That is rough. Yeah, no wonder you're behind on chore stuff a little bit. It'd be hard not to after crushing that many hours in a week. I used to work super long weeks like that in my previous job where I was just a line cook. I worked a lot of overtime, but now I'm like, I don't even know how I did it. It's like it feels just unbelievably bad now. Oh, nice. Cosplay people do always seem to have a lot in the tank, ideas wise. Okay, double headlight connection. Cool. Oh yeah, that's brutal. Well, hopefully it at least helps them to see the value and something that you can lean on the next time you're looking to get a raise or something like that. I know whenever I come back from even short vacations and people at my job are like, "Oh, thank God you're back. We needed you so badly." I'm always like, "Yeah, remember that because you should appreciate it. Appreciate it while you got it." But yeah, that sucks when you're the only person a week and a half. Brutal. So it started last week and then this is the end of it, or is it go into next week? Where's my other one of these? There you are, little fella. Back on Monday. Okay, that's good. I'm glad. So if you rest this weekend, she's back. Hopefully, going through next week, you can get back on a regular workload and a regular balance there. Work-life balance, you know, not to be underrated. That is one of the big reasons why I like my job so much. The owners of the pizza shop that I work at are like shockingly good at respecting work-life balance. For, in the restaurant industry, it is not common. Not common at all. So, oh well, they'd better not. I mean, like you said, if you're the only one available to even just keep this is cool. Always interesting, unique connections in these Speed Champion sets. Well, yes, if there's one thing I've learned over the course of my working career is that yes, people will find things to bitch about, even if it's not a deserved. So, you steel yourself to the possibility, because at least there's a possibility that it's coming. Hopefully that'll make it easier to respond to in the moment and keep a lid on your frustration with that, because yeah, every job is you're working towards something where someone is making money off of your work. So if there's a little bit of lost efficiency along the way, they can just deal with that. There's always someone at the top who could be doing a little more. And I say that as a manager. I recognize let's see here. All right, I think we're good here. Trying to slow myself down a little bit every so often and make sure I'm not skipping over stuff here. All these little pieces in these Speed Champion sets. It's easy to miss stuff. Do you have any specific relaxation events planned, or are we just chilling at home? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's cool. And these studs even all line up. Oh, wow. That's neat. Oh, decal time. Just at home chilling is just what the doctor ordered. I wish I got to do that more often. There we go, our license plate on there. Florida. Toyo tires. Let's see here. Florida license plate on the car here. I'm going to be down here in Florida later this year. My partner's best friend from college lives in Florida. We're going to go down and visit her and her husband. Oops. That's cool. You get the staggered sizing on these lights here. Orlando area. They live technically in a suburb, I believe, north of Orlando. So, yeah, but we're gonna be in Orlando for at least some of it. Sticker 18. Yeah, probably some. We're kind of like waffling on whether or not we're gonna try to do any of the like Disney stuff, just because it's so expensive. Um, but when in Rome, I mean, I like we're going back and forth about it, and thankfully, it's not like we're not going back and forth in a way where it's like one of us really wants to go and the other one really doesn't want to spend the money. It's like both of us are like, I don't know, it would be fun, but also it's a lot of money, and we've got other stuff we want to do. But yeah, we're definitely going to go to the beach and stuff. Yeah, it is going to be crazy. We're going at the end of August. So, wouldn't necessarily have been my first choice timing wise for a trip to Florida, but the flight was really cheap, which is good. We both work in the service industry, so these expenses are not trivial for us, especially like we're both really trying to be good about actually saving money and stuff like that. So trying to continue to do that while actually getting to take vacations. You got to take thriftiness where you can. Daytona or Cape Canaveral, maybe. I'll right. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears, because I really don't know Florida well. I have been to Florida before. Daytona, Cape. Not Orlando could be cool. Yeah, we're gonna be staying with her friend for some of the time. Like, this is primarily a trip to go see her friend that she doesn't get to see very often, and we're gonna be staying with them, but we are gonna get like an Airbnb or a hotel for like a couple of days at least, where we're like actually in the city and doing stuff on our own. So it'll be a mix. It's we're not gonna have like a bunch of time that we need to figure out stuff for. We're gonna be there like a week, so this is like our big vacation for the year. Should be pretty cool. We've mostly stuck to the Midwest for vacations in the past. Which is like fine for the most part. Like, that's one of the things I like about living in Iowa, is that there's a lot of like larger Midwest cities that are very proximate to us that are really quite fun. We love the Twin Cities, Kansas City, Omaha. We've been to all these places sometimes more than once, but it's going to be fun to get outside of the Midwest. I feel like it'll definitely be a bigger cultural shift than we're used to on these Midwest trips. So the nation's oldest city. That's pretty cool. 2-hour drive. Yeah, I mean, I'm not ruling out driving to places like we're. I gotta keep an eye on the time. Okay, I got like an hour still. We're good. Yeah, we're potentially gonna like rent a car and stuff like that, so we can have a little bit of range to go to stuff. So I'll look into that a little bit. That sounds pretty cool. I do like historical things. But yeah, I don't know. To me, Florida just feels like a place that's going to be a lot of like partying. You know, that's like, it just feels like a nightlife destination more than anything else. Which is like fine. I don't, I mean, I drink. I'll go do some of that stuff, but that's not like my like main interest when it comes to travel. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is kind of when I think of Florida in general, that's really what I think of is like Miami, But obviously it's a big state with a lot of big cities, so yeah, I'm sure the culture is a little different from place to place. But yeah, we'll definitely have fun. I mean, her friend lives down there, so like we're not going to be going in cold. Like we're going to be hanging out with people um, that know stuff. So, and the beach will be cool. I mean, that's just like, you know, any uh, facets of nature that are not available to us in the Midwest are definitely something that's high on my priority list. So that will for sure be cool. Very much looking forward to that. And we will make our own fun one way or another. Let's see here. Closing in on the end of bag number 1 here, and this is looking pretty sweet so far here. The detail in these sets is always impressive to me. Oops. Atlantic coast. That's the side we'll be closer to, I think, but I'm not. I mean, I guess Orlando's what? Like, it's kind of in the middle of that area, right? So, hypothetically, we could go to either. If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. Yeah, I've looked at the map and stuff like that a little bit, but yeah, still haven't like, you know, locked it all in. Yeah, I don't know. I guess yeah. So we'll be driving to the beach one way or another, but I don't know where they went last time. Elisa visited them, like way back, like when I first started dating my partner. They went to visit. Um, Technically, it might have even been before we were like officially dating. Ooh, spicy. But yeah. So I don't remember, and I was back here in Des Moines doing the cat sitting thing. So I don't remember exactly where they went, but I feel like I would rather see the Atlantic Ocean than the Gulf. I mean, the Gulf is, you know, a huge body of water too, obviously, but the ocean, more waves and the air is saltier, but the Gulf more intact. I guess that makes sense because the waves probably smash them up pretty good. Finding some seashells would be cool. I mean, that is the sort of thing that you can just like slap in your um, luggage on the way back and have like a nice little memento. But I don't know. Either way, they both sound enjoyable. Oh, these super long ones are really hard to line up. Let's see. Maybe if we set it down here. Okay. Set it down. Good enough. That is not perfectly centered, but, you know, we'll be banging our head against the rocks all day if we're trying to get it perfect, so. My tummy's rumbling. I'm gonna try to squeeze in some food before work, too. Yeah. And that's cool. We can definitely put in some time to find one that's looks nice enough to hang on to. But yeah, I think we're definitely. I mean, I'm trying to be pretty much a passenger on this trip because I really do want Elisa to get the time to spend with her friend. So I'm ready to do whatever they think is going to be best. Again, not perfect, but we'll take it. But yeah, that's coming up pretty soon though. So yeah, I definitely do want to start. You know, I think Elisa wants me to at least find like a thing that I really want to do, because they don't want to feel like I'm just being drug along. Which I wouldn't feel that way anyway, but you know, I know they'll have a more fun time if I'm at least like a little more active about saying what I want to do to some extent. So I gotta look up some stuff, try and see what's down there that would be cool to check out. Do a little bit of research, just put on some records and just you know, do some Googling. Try to do that here soon. The next couple weeks. All right. So here we go, bag number 2. We're ready to get this finished up here. The Nissan Skyline finally getting completed here. The springs? Oh, like hot springs? That would be cool. That sounds nice. Because I'm definitely down to just, like, relax. Like, I really... Yeah, that is true. I mean, the summer vibes are going to change the availability of things, but... And a super busy hot spring doesn't sound as relaxing as a little more sparsely populated one, but 72 straight from, well, cold will probably be, that'll probably be welcome, you know, given when we're going to be down there. So that sounds pretty cool to me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would be fun. I really like it. I mean, I'm having a hard time kind of wrapping my head around, you know, what I want to try to do, because I really don't go, I've never been to like, you know, Bali or Jamaica or like any, I really don't plan vacations that are like relaxation based primarily as your like main activity. You know, when we went to Europe, we went to Berlin and Prague, and it's like we're trying to see a lot of like museums and city life and like culture stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't have a lot of experience at just being like, I'm gonna find a really pretty place to just hang out. But like, having never really done that before, it's like, oh well, I might actually really enjoy that, you know? So I do want to kind of try to lean into that on this trip and focus a little more on just like, here's a place to just kind of hang out, Get like a cocktail, maybe read our books on the beach or something like that. Could be fun. And, you know, relaxing. Yeah, see, that's I am super guilty of, like, I try to pack in so much stuff that it's like I always end up getting a little stressed about, like, are we gonna have time to do everything? What's the most efficient way to do all of this stuff that we want to do? But yeah, we will work it out. I mean, I'm confident it's gonna be a good time. Like, I'm not gonna stress too much about, like, trying to optimize everything. Like, it's gonna be fun. All right, I got delivery that needs dropped off at 2:45. So we're good, but we're definitely need to keep pushing here. Oh yeah, look at these guys, all silvery. Oh, that's cool. Are these silver too? Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, and yeah, we're gonna have a great time. I hope the rest of your weekend is nice and relaxing. It was really nice to see you, KP. Hopefully we'll get to do a weekend stream a little more often in the future. That might be nice. Yeah, we're gonna be really pushing to try to finish up here. Oh yeah, this is okay. This is the NOS. Hit the NOS. These are the, yeah, this is cool. These are the twist handles for the NOS. You know, they reach down and crank, crank, crank. Awesome. And here's the back of the chair. All right, and we're gonna put one more can of NOS in the stack here. Thanks, KP. You are too. You are an epic human as well, and I appreciate your support and your kind words, and yeah, everything. Lovely. Well, very fun. Very fun to see friends we haven't gotten to see in a little while. So busy all the time. Busy, busy, busy. But that's the world we live in, you know? Gear shifter. Down. There. And one of these. Right here. I recently took apart some Speed Champions sets just to free up a little bit of shelf space, and it can be pretty tricky to get all these little pieces out of the beds of these things. Like, there's the holes on the bottom to poke through, but even then, some of them are like not super easy. NOS tanks, sick. Where's our steering wheel at? If I were a steering wheel, where would I be? Right in front of my face, probably, but oh, yep, there we go. For some reason, I was looking for a gray steering wheel. Okay. Drop this in front of the NOS tank here. We've got what are these? Yeah, these are like pressure gauges for the NOS canisters. There's 3 here, 1 for each of our gauges. And let's see, one at the end pointing up. Okay, so like this. Cool. So there we go. Nice little way to gain a little bit of speed at the end of the race there. Okay. Got another decal here, number 14. Another little computerized display here. I'm going to stick this on here and then look at the orientation after. Okay. This side up. Right here. So there's our displays in there. Very cool. We are going to be rushing into work, but you know what? This car deserves to be built after sitting on the shelf patiently for so long. This is worth it. Oh, wow. That's a tiny sticker if I've ever seen one. Okay. Sticker number 11. Going on the side of the cheese slope. Not the tall part, the side. That is something. That is detail right there. Boom. Little tiny sticker. That's crazy. That is crazy. Alright. Alright, let's get some big panels on here. Let's make this feel like a freaking cow. More stickers here. Okay, sticker number 12. Sticker number 5. Like so. Okay. And then we get our rear view mirror here. So like that. Go. A little bit of depth here. Looks nice. And the other side. Yeah. Number 9. Facing like this. No. Come here. You little devil. And sticker number 5. going to be leaving us with 6 decals remaining only. So yeah, we're making good time here. We might be in Power Bar City for lunch, but that's okay. That is okay. Okay. Looking car shaped here. That's good. That's the shape we want. What is that supposed to be? Well, I missed something. Okay. That's okay. Easy fix. We just missed doing this at some point. No big deal. Okay, and that catches us up to here, where we will be rocking some more of these jumpers. Let's just go, yep, all the way back. Okay. Bingo bongo. Alright, we got a wheel well. Let's gussy this wheel well up here. Well, these ones are not printed. Okay. I'm sure that's accurate to the car, so no complaints. The other ones were pretty cool. Ooh, this one studs up from the bottom. Okay. On the side. And then these guys right here. Smoky cheese slopes. Alright. Bonk. Oh yeah. That's looking like a caw. Other side. Yep. Mirror it up here. Here's our other front headlight. Okay, now, how does this work? These guys in here? No. Gotta just be flush. And then that'll drop into here. Cool. Okay. Jumper here. Jumper here. So intricate. Okay. Put these panels on the inside here. Alrighty. Fin action here. And then how does this go? Right here. Okay. Like that. So we got our little fin that kind of lines up with the shape of the headlights there. Alright, this delivery is due in 28 minutes. Cutting it pretty close here, closer than I thought we would. For not having that many pieces, like, these builds are pretty intricate. So they can be a little time consuming as you just need to like pay close attention to what you're doing. On this side, number 3. Goes on this side. Okay. Let's see here. It's interesting. These little like camera pieces or something. Attach onto this guy. C-clips on the end of these. This is going to be used to create a unique shape. Oh boy, yeah, here we go with some more intricate sticker work. So we're just doing the 2 inside faces of this little L piece here. So let's see, this side facing towards the inside there. Okay, and then sticker number 2 on the other side. This sticker is symmetrical, so we don't have to worry about the orientation, just the spacing. Nice. This is going to go right here. And then another one of these gets this guy. It's not particularly the best spacing I've ever done, but it's pretty on there now, so this has got a printed piece GTR. And then our last sticker goes on the top of this, so very intricate sticker. Oop. Okay, well, I was going to try to redo the spacing on that a little, but it's on there. It is on there. I'd have to bust out the X-Acto knife to get that off, and we're probably just not that concerned about it, to be honest. Nexonite shields on here, and this is gonna sit on like that. Okay, yeah, it's a unique way of getting that to sit in there. Pretty cool. All right, home stretch. Got to keep pushing so that I don't be late for this thing I said I would do. And we do still have a little bit to go here, so stretch though, definitely. No more decals. That'll speed us up here some. Right, so that sits sits there. Okay. Is this our spoiler? Oh yeah. This is Spoiler City, baby. Spoiler City! That is a thick and chunky spoiler. Nice. Oh, we got a little preemptive with our folding down of that, but that's okay. All right. Can't tell if I'm jittery because of the red eye or because I'm so close to the end of this build. Nice little roll bar under the glass there. It's going to sit right in here. Yep, right there. Okay, the spoiler was up, yeah, so that we could have room to put that in. It all works out, though. Okay. Voila. Put our windscreen on here. Connects just on these two studs, so it's nice and easy to pop off if you want to slap this guy into the cockpit there. Oh, and is that everything? Exposed studs on the top here. I was kind of thinking we would get those evened out, but we don't have to. We're not a tile everything purist or anything like that. So we get our hubcaps on and pop these wheels on here, and that is the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 from Too Fast, Too Furious. Cool. All right. Well, I hate to do it in a hurry here, but I do have to get to work, so we're gonna dash. But thank you so much for watching. This was a really fun stream. We got to build 2 cars from 2 awesome movie franchises, so pretty good day here. Next week we should be back on our usual time on Friday at noon, so keep an eye out for that, we will roll the dice to see what we are going to build at that time. Bye!